Hello again. It's been a busy week at school. So for today, I wanted to return to the Bulbophyllum for Life series by taking a look at this one, Bulbophyllum Mean Poison Raspberry. So this is my plant. They're a small Bulbophyllum. Mine is actually either blooming size or just about to be blooming size. And it's working on this growth here, which the leaf is starting to mature, and the bulb is starting to swell, as you can see right there, and there's roots. If I take it down here and take a look at it again, there's lots of roots actually. Oops, it's falling over. Put it back in its little slot right here and look at it. It's got a bunch of roots coming out. It had a couple that first grew out and are a decent length already, and now it's got a bunch more. And it's looking really nice. It's a primary hybrid of Frosty Eye and Bicolor. And Frosty Eye, I have one as well. It's this little guy right here. I do not have Bicolor though. But it's decent, not pretty good, pretty nice plant. And the flowers are gorgeous. They're little umbels about yay big, like around, or like across. Because then there's like a few flowers on them. I think there's like 5 or 6 to a stem usually, and they're really gorgeously striped from the Bicolor, and the shape is very reminiscent of Frosty Eye, somewhat. So this one I'm super excited about, hoping I can get it to bloom soon. Because it's supposed to be blooming size already. They bloom early and they bloom small. And we're talking about this is about as big as it'll get, like bulb and leaf size. I mean, granted, this leaf isn't the largest, but this one is. But they don't get very big. But they do have a little bit of an internode. I believe that comes from the Bicolor parent. I'm trying to keep it in focus as always. I believe it comes from the Bicolor parent, and Frosty Eye has very small clustered bulbs that don't have internode, which is that bit of rhizome. God, every time that bit of rhizome between the bulbs that you can see. But it's been growing. It's been growing for a little while since I've only had them. At this point, we're getting near a month-ish, so I haven't had them all that long. But it's grown a lot since then, and so I'm super thrilled about that. And like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing it bloom, because this one, like the rest of them, is kept warm. It's on the heat mat shelf, sitting in this little pot tray. Bright. It's under the grow light there, and it also gets a lot of light from the window when the sun's shining through the window, because it comes through the side off this direction. And to keep it moist when the moss starts to approach dryness, which probably would resemble the labiata seedlings back there, where it's still barely damp. I'll water it again just so it never dries out. And there's a back view of the smaller plant tray, and then a couple other highlights that I wanted to talk about real quick, because these videos are just quick little highlights on each Bulbophyllum as we go along. And I'll talk more about this later as well in my video stream. But this is Hoya lacunosa. Trying to get it to stay in focus, but these blooms are very difficult to focus on because they're fuzzy. This is one little spike right here is making the entire greenhouse smell like hyacinth. It's a very sweet, overpowering smell, and I love it. And it's just a small little plant. When I was moving the greenhouse up here to the inside of the house, I noticed it when I was pulling the plant down out of the greenhouse outside, or the greenhouse's place outside, and I noticed it, and so thankfully it didn't blast. It didn't lose a single bud. But now we've got this adorable little cluster of white and yellow blooms. They smell really fantastic. It's usually in the night and the early morning. It seems to be night fragrant. And then what else? What other quick, meaningful updates can I make? Oh, well, Colin finished. That flower, they don't last very long, about a week to a week and a half. But the next bud, see if I can get to focus on that. The humidifiers just came off, so there's still a little bit of residual fog. But the second bud is doing pretty well. It's going to start to drop down soon in preparation for opening. It's still got a little ways to go, but you can see I call it a bulbo bud butt right there, where the bottom of the lip is and whatnot. The plant's doing well. All of the seedlings and smaller plants are doing well. I'm super loving the little web of roots this one's putting out. This is one of my 2 Echinolabium crossed on Mankind's. You can see the tag right there. And they're everything's just kind of churning along. Lacunosa's in bloom. Multiflora is preparing to bloom again, although you may not be able to make it out. It's right up there. You can kind of see one bud blowing in the breeze a little bit. We got a Phalaenopsis in here about to bloom. This is the Brother Saragold crossed on Sogo Berry. Brother Saragold's a nice fragrant hybrid, and I don't know much about Sogo Berry, but I'm super excited to see it. Anyway, that's all for this video. There's not a whole lot to look at yet, but we got a lot of growth going on. A lot of the Bulbophyllums are growing. Like there's a leaf right there on that one, and this growth is maturing. And so we got lots of growth going on. We've got the bud on Colin here. There's a spike that you can see the tip of right there on Meen Kingdom Warriors that's growing. And Lacunosa is in bloom, and I'm just kind of enjoying that. Don't know how long it'll last. If it's anything like Multiflora, though, it'll last around a week and a half or so. But we'll see. And this is my first non-Multiflora Hoya bloom, so I'm super glad about that. It's a small plant, like I said. This is like a 1.5 inch pot that it's still in. But anyways, yeah, I should do a Hoya update later. But I only have a few, and only 2 of them are big plants. The others are smaller plants, like Lacunosa here. But yeah, also I think I'll do an update on that later. Probably sometime next week. But yeah, this has been the 3rd video in the BFL series. So if you liked this video and you want to see more, please do comment below, like the video up, share it, and we'll see what else we can do. There will be another video coming out tomorrow because this video is late, and tomorrow I have to film as well. Look forward to tomorrow because I'll be announcing a few updates for future plans, as well as the details for a live stream on Saturday. And this list will be from Facebook, so if you guys aren't already a member, please do apply to join the Rainbow Orchid Society on Facebook, and we can get you in there. That's where I do my live streams. I don't do them on YouTube yet because a lot of my following is on Facebook right now. But as the channel grows, I will be sure to definitely switch over and do live streams here. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.